Fans of Gold Rush on the Discovery Channel have been vocal about missing Brennan Ruault, a key crew member who joined the show in Season 6 and continued through Season 12. Fans hoped that he might return to Gold Rush, especially after hearing Mitch Blash mention him last season. But Brennan was nowhere to be seen in Season 14, and many wondered if his story on the show had come to a close. Still, dedicated fans are holding out hope that he might reappear in Season 15, particularly since his mining skills and personality left such a lasting impression. As for Brennan, he hasn't been idle recently. News surfaced that he's back in the mining business for the 2024 season, showing his resilience and passion for the work. Previously, he had taken up logging jobs to keep busy and put his machinery skills to use. Fans who follow Brennan on social media have seen recent photos of him wearing new work gear and, as usual, working with massive equipment, his preferred environment. On November 14th, Brennan shared a post on Instagram unveiling a new venture he calls Paid Dirtbag, featuring mammoth gold nuggets. While this post was mainly a promotional effort, it indicated that Brennan is still very much connected to the mining industry, hinting at his ongoing commitment to his craft. This recent update has given fans a glimmer of hope that Brennan's mining journey is far from over. Some remain hopeful that despite his fallout with Parker novel, he could still find a way back to the Discovery show. Brennan and Parker's on-screen relationship was complicated, but undeniably captivating for viewers. While their partnership was often productive, the strong personalities involved led to frequent disputes, especially as Parker's ambitious, often intense approach to mining sometimes clashed with Brennan's perspective. Season 12 marked the end of Brennan's time on Parker's team, as he ultimately decided that working under Parker's leadership was no longer sustainable. The void left by Brennan has not gone unnoticed. Tyson, who some speculate replaced Brennan, has joined Parker's crew. However, he hasn't managed to connect with fans in the same way. Even though he is a diligent worker and a valuable asset to Parker's team, Tyson's arrival has only made fans miss Brennan more, leading to increased calls for his return. The chemistry and energy that Brennan brought to the show are hard to replicate, and for many he remains irreplaceable. Looking back, Brennan's departure from Gold Rush is a classic case of a clash between stronghold personalities, each dedicated to their craft but unable to find common ground. His choice to leave Parker's team signified his need to work in an environment where he felt respected and at ease, though the decision came with its own set of challenges. While the rift between him and Parker seems difficult to mend, Gold Rush fans are still holding out hope for Brennan's return. If Brennan were to rejoin Gold Rush, he might need to reconcile with Parker or join another mining crew, perhaps even Rick's if Rick decides to bring back his former team. However, the rift between Brennan and Parker seems significant enough that it's uncertain whether either would be willing to work together again. Fans have speculated that if Brennan returned, it would be on his terms, possibly as part of a different crew or as an independent contractor. Could Season 15 see a new chapter for Brennan? The idea of Brennan returning to Gold Rush as part of a new storyline is certainly intriguing. After several seasons off screen, his return would be exciting for fans and could add a fresh perspective to the series. Season 15 could offer an opportunity for Brennan to make a comeback under different circumstances. Perhaps he could join forces with a new crew, collaborate with Rick Nes if he returns, or even operate as an independent miner. Each option would add a new dynamic to the show, particularly given Brennan's wealth of experience and fan favorite status. A possible comeback for Brennan would be welcomed by many fans who have expressed disappointment over his absence in recent seasons. As one of the more relatable personalities on the show, Brennan's return would likely be a rating, especially if he were to share his insights on navigating the challenges of the mining industry after his high-profile break with Parker. Should Brennan decide to rejoin Gold Rush he'll likely have the freedom to negotiate the terms of his return, especially after fans have made it clear how much they miss him on the show. His departure was a defining moment for both his character and Gold Rush, and a potential comeback would not only satisfy longtime fans but also offer fresh storylines. The 2024 mining season shows that he's still committed to the industry, but whether he'll bring that commitment back to Gold Rush remains to be seen. For now, Brennan Ruault's future on Gold Rush remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: his influence on the show and his fans' unwavering support make him a valuable asset. Whether or not he reconciles with Parker or joins a different crew, fans will be eagerly waiting to see what's next for him in season 15. Until then, they'll be watching his mining ventures closely, hopeful that he finds his way back to the Gold Rush family. Known for his engaging personality, Brennan quickly won over fans with his frequent updates on social media and his talent for handling heavy equipment. Working on Parker Schnabel's team, he was often seen operating excavators and maneuvering massive trucks as they pursued gold in the rough, challenging terrain. However, tensions grew between Brennan and Parker over time as the two often clashed over leadership styles and decision-making on the job. The issues between them escalated in season 11, leading to more frequent and heated arguments. Brennan openly acknowledged that working alongside Parker had become draining and stressful, saying, "It's very draining and stressful when you're angry half the time. Like, that's no way to work." These ongoing disagreements ultimately pushed Brennan to make a bold move. He left Parker's crew in season 12 and joined Rick Ness's team, hoping for a fresh start with a leader he could work with more harmoniously. Yet things didn't go as planned. By season 13, Rick Ness himself was facing personal challenges, reportedly struggling with seasonal affective disorder. Sad his absence left team rally without a leader, and they scrambled to find other work. The timing couldn't have been worse for Brennan, who found himself in a tough spot without steady leadership or direction. Despite his experience and hard work, the absence of Rick cast uncertainty over his future with the team. As Rick later returned for Golder, seeking redemption, he chose not to rehire his previous crew members, including Brennan. This series of events has left Brennan in a bit of a dilemma. For now, Brennan appears content to chart his own path, even if it means working outside the confines of Gold Rush. His social media presence shows him engaged in his work, dedicated to exploring new ventures, like the paid dirtbag with Mammoth Gold Nuggets, and proving his adaptability within the industry. Fans can't help but root for him, admiring his resilience and determination. As long as he has access to big machinery, Brennan has options and opportunities, even if it means staying away from the drama of reality TV.